cheese secret recipe. And also ice cream cupcakes. So first what we have to do is start on the dessert because we have to thaw out the ice cream. So I'm going to go get that. So while she's getting the ice cream in the Cool Whip and it's thawing out, I'm going to get the cupcake rack and the tins. I'm just going to get a towel to put under it so it doesn't melt like this. Alright, so here are the cupcake rack and the tins. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put one in each of them. Chocolate syrup. Let's get that out to cover the bottom. Yeah, it's a kind of a thicker chocolate syrup, but anything will work. And we're gonna use this. Doesn't matter. We're making 12 of them, but you can make more. Doesn't matter. And okay, what we're gonna do? We're just gonna squirt a little of the chocolate paste into the cup and kind of like move it around so that way it makes a thin coat on the bottom of the cup. And it might take a little while, but okay. So we can also get some forks to help us. And you're just going to spread it around the bottom. Just mold it in so it can support the rest of the ice cream. Just like that. Now we're going to do each, so when we come back, we should be done, and then we're going to start on our mac and cheese. Okay, we just finished up smoothing out the bottoms. They look pretty good. Okay, and now I'm going to put them in the freezer so they harden, so you can put the ice cream on it. Okay, now we are going to start our mac and cheese. So what you need is a pot and a lid. And we're going to fill up the pot with, I'd say, 5 cups of water. Turn it off. What's going on? Okay. One. So I just put in 1, 2, 2. Okay. And you want to have a lid ready so that way the water on the stove will boil fast. And you also want to have another pot on the stove when you are ready to melt your cheese. So have this ready. Okay. You can eyeball it. If 5 cups doesn't look like enough, sometimes yeah, different. We're gonna use a little bit more water actually. Still more? I'd say maybe 3 more cups. Okay. So, what kind of macaroni are we going to use today? Well, you can use any kind of macaroni you would like. We're using gemelli, which is very, very cool looking. And you can use any kind, like elbows or penny. But this is what they look like. Now I'm going to put the water on the stove and turn it on medium. Wait! We're going to use the stove. It's party time. Ready? P! Parental supervision. A! Always ask parents first. R! Remember to wash your hands. T! Take your time and do it very carefully. Slow and steady, win the race. Okay, and why you should always use precaution when you're touching sharp objects or hot objects. It's party time. Party time. Okay, let's go back to the macaroni. So, we're going to turn it on medium heat. Okay. Okay, so medium heat. And we're going to put it on the top and let it boil. Okay. And when we're waiting for it to boil, we are going to start on our cheese and milk part. So we're just going to put the pasta to the side. And okay. This is a special part. So we're going to put just a splash of milk in the bottom of our next pot. Okay? So a splash of milk. We use a lot of different kinds of ingredients. Okay. So what we're going to need for the mac and cheese, so make sure you have them on hand, is cheese and different types of cheese ends, which you can buy pre-cut at any
What they are is when the deli slices of cheese, there's pieces left out, they chop it up and it gives it different flavors, and there's different types, so it gives it a nice flavor. We also have a very, very special ingredient to add.
Worcester sauce.
Wow. Yeah, it's just Worcester sauce. Worcester sauce.
We're going to call it W sauce. Okay, so while they're doing this, we are going to put this on the stove with our little bit of milk in it. Remember, part time. And
I have to chop up the Velveeta. Put it on the milky. I'm going to chop up this Velveeta. Look, I'm using a knife. Remember, when you're using a knife, I know it might seem silly, but it is party time. Okay, how much cheese do we need? How much Velveeta do we need?
Just as much as you think you need for the pasta.
Let's cut it in chunks.
Okay, so we're gonna just cut it up.
All of it?
Just half of it.
Half of
And
it?
we got, I'd say a pound size.
Of cheese.
So we're gonna add a half pound of Velveeta cheese. And we're gonna cut it up. The smaller it is, the faster it'll melt. So,
And you want it to melt pretty fast because your macaroni are going to boil up quick.
okay, so just, we'll hear when the pasta's ready to, so we're just gonna take our time cutting because we have time. And cut up our cheese.
Remember, it doesn't matter if what you're doing, it's better if you go slow.
Take your time. Slow and steady wins the race.
I like Velveeta because it gives it a lot of flavor and it's very creamy.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to chop.
Okay, so just chop them up about this size. And smaller if you would like, but the smaller they are, the faster it'll melt, so just keep that in mind. And we
already have the cheese ends, they already come sliced up, so you don't need to slice those. Time saver.
Okay, so let me show you what the cheese ends look like. They just come like this. There's a whole bunch of them, like different kinds. Like I think
this is Swiss in here.
cheddar and let's see.
Smells good.
Okay, I have cheddar in here. I'm thinking that's Monterey Jack, right there.
I think that's
Mozzarella. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of kinds, and we'll use all of them. But while we're waiting for our water to boil, we're going to take a quick break, and as soon as our water is ready, we'll come back and show you what to do next.
Okay, thanks.